Hello everyone, welcome back to our open course. Today we still talk about T-type 3-level double pulse test. In the last two chapters, we already knew how 3-level system looks like and the basic logic of it. You should remember that we have a logic table shows different operation status of our IGBT. In this video, I will introduce the steps of DPT in 3-level system. There is of course no time to explain all these 4 different 3-level topologies, so we will choose the most common used type as an example. So this common E type here. Okay, at the first stage, we measure the data of T1 and T3. This is our topology. We have a load inductance here between midpoint of C1 and C2 and the AC point. T1 and T4 here are connected as a half bridge at the same. We will turn on T1 first, so we will give T1 a double pulse signal, so T1 takes the switching action, and we note that T2 is always on during this process. The first question here, why we do this? I hope you still remember that we have already introduced in last 2 lectures that when we do the DPT, we need freewheeling path for our current. So when we do the DPT in 3-level system, the current through our load inductance must pay attention here, must have a freewheeling path. When T1 is on, the current flow through this blue path here, and thereafter T1 is turned off. T2 must be on in order to provide a freewheeling path for current, so the current can flow through this green path here. And the D3 is our freewheeling diode. But by the way, the T3 here must be always off during this process, and also T4. Thereafter, we can record the data, and all of rest steps are similar to the 2-level double pulse test. So we read the data with the same standard and same principle. Then we can keep T1 always be off and turn on T4. So here we want to test T4 and T2. We give T4 a double pulse signal like the topology showed in the slide. Same like the previous test process of T1, we have this inductance still in the same position, and T3 has to be always on, and T2 be off during the complete test process for the freewheeling path for current. When T4 is on, the current flows through our load inductance here, this blue path. And if T4 is off, then the current can freewheel follow this green path through D2. The data of T4 and D2 can be recorded then during the test. So now we complete the test of this half bridge T1 and T4. In the next step, we need to consider how to test T2 and D3. So we can go to this slide. Please remember here, we always give double pulse signal to the DUT, the device on the test. Therefore, we start from T2, give a double pulse signal to it. Now we need to consider that how to put our load inductance and build our freewheeling path. So we can choose that put our inductance here between DC plus and AC, or we put here between AC and DC minus. I draw them here. From the topology, we can see if we put it on the top, the current will directly flow through this path. I draw it here in red, follow through this path. We can find that D2 is used here, but not T2. But we want to test T2. We want to record the data from this IGBT. Therefore, we cannot put our load inductance in this position. Okay, now we know how to connect our inductance. The next point is the IGBT T3. If you look into the circuit carefully, you can find that it seems like there is no sense that we keep T3 always on. The current won't flow through T3, but only D3. The reason behind it is that in some of modification program, people will keep both of T2 and T3 be on simultaneously. Therefore, in order to keep the test condition as close to customer's actual application, we also keep this IGBT be on during our test. But just for double pulse test, if you don't have equipment or conditions to provide a continuous high voltage level to keep T3 be on, you can turn off T3. It is also fine. Theoretically, it won't influence the test result. And now go back to the test. When we turn off T2, now the current now can flow through the screen path. So the D4 here is our freewheeling diode. This is how we test T2 and D4. Next slide, we measure T3 and D1. This is also the last group we have to test. The inductance is moved to top here, and the other measuring process is the same like before. We give here T3 a double pulse signal, and D1 is our freewheeling diode. So then we complete the test of our T-type 3-level system. If you don't know which data need to be recorded, please go back to our second lectures or second open course where the details are already introduced. Okay, now we finish this chapter. The steps of 3-level system should be clear. Actually, most of the process are similar compared to 2-level system. So in next video, also the last video of this course, we will learn the basic theories of short circuit test, which is a very dangerous test, I must say. So see you in next video. Bye.